Hey there, everyone. Jim here, the father of this father-son duo that does fantasy for the ages. Zach and I are bringing fantasy and science fiction and other nerdy content to you that we enjoy. Today, it's just Jim here, the father, coming to you with a book blast episode. About 5 minutes where I'm going to talk about a book that I recently finished, Memories of Ice, Book 3 of Malazan, Book of the Fallen. If you enjoy what I have here today, be sure to like the episode down below. We hope you'll subscribe to our channel if you're not already one of our subscribers, and look in the show notes for all the other ways that you can get in touch with Zach and I. We love chatting with our subscribers and fans. Do you know that feeling, that one where you've forgotten something, but darned if you can remember what? You try going back into the other room, sitting down again, repeating your steps, trying to trigger the memory. You think back to what you were talking about earlier. But sometimes none of it matters. You just can't come up with what's slipped your mind. Oh, and then later, out of the blue, it hits you, shoots back into cognizance. Well, that's me today. And this episode, as I realized that I did a full spoil rapid review of Memories of Ice over a month ago when I finished the book, but I still hadn't dropped the spoiler-lite book blast version. Just reactions and thoughts where I don't ruin the plot of the story, which is especially great for those of you who haven't read it yet. Just get a taste and decide, is it worth your time? And those of you who've read it, you'll know what I'm talking about as I go through this in a very quick format. Yeah, I don't know how I forgot to do this one, but my friends, this is the correction. Memories of Ice. Wow, what a book. In some ways, much simpler to read than the first two books in Malazan Book of the Fallen, where Book 1, Gardens of the Moon, was a hot mess of content and time flow, and Dead House Gates, Book 2, was a test of endurance until nearly the end. This baby gives us a fairly straightforward story that also references and ties into events from Books 1 and lightly referencing Book 2. The context those books give us provide much of what we need in order to enjoy and value Memories of Ice. While it is, as I say, a fairly straightforward story, don't misunderstand me. This is not just simply one storyline to follow. We still get multiple plot lines and character groupings, doing this and doing that in different locations, but they're all on a trajectory toward one conclusion. They're all focused around one main crisis and event, all leading to this epic conclusion. And wow, that conclusion, well worth working your way to in this novel. Now, I've completed Memories of Ice, and I feel like this book, this is the one that seals the deal on whether or not Malazan is your type of series. Gardens of the Moon is a bit of gatekeeping. Unless you can make it through that convoluted story, Erikson honestly does not give you enough context to understand what's going on. You can't handle that, you're not going to enjoy Malazan. Dead House Gates is a trial of patience and endurance, with so much that moves so excruciatingly slow, painful, but it's still designed to teach you things about the series ahead, and it lays down numerous plot hooks that Erikson will be coming back to. But if you made it through both of those books, and you still wanted more, and then you got Memories of Ice, oh man, that's your reward. This is a story that pulls everything together. It makes sense of the previously insensible, and it has powerful characters, huge reveals, shocking action sequences, and both plenty of good feels and heartache. This is a story that changes the playing field for the rest of the bigger story of Malazan Book of the Fallen. At least that's what it felt like to me. It also happened to feel a little more like traditional epic fantasy than the two prior books. So again, it was kind of like, you made it through the first two, here's your reward. I was left more excited than ever to keep going after reading Memories of Ice, and I'm currently well into the next book, House of Chains, and I feel that one's even better. Full hard recommend of Memories of Ice. That's where I'll leave you today. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll talk to you next time.